My name's David, and I go by he, him. Married for over 20 years. We have 3 children, and our oldest, first, is transgender. And we noticed things early, age 2.5, 3. And I noticed things. And at first, I didn't think anything of it. And I thought it was actually kind of cute and funny. I even prided myself. I remember going into a CVS, and our child, our son at the time, wanted a princess, and I thought, I'm a cool dad. Look how easygoing I am. I'm flexible I am. And after maybe many months or a year, when I saw this not being a phase or going away, and I noticed it was intense, I started to kind of panic, get worried. I thought, what's going on here? And I'm a psychologist, so I started to look up the literature, and it was all pathologizing. And it scared me, and I kind of had a little bit of a crisis. I thought I was this open-minded person and done a lot of work on myself, and I am, and did a lot of work. But in terms of gender, it just was a territory I had not really considered or explored a lot of. And I had to really come to terms with a lot of my fears and my own phobias. And that was sort of the beginning, and just kind of continued on for many years. And as our child transitioned around age 12. The greatest joy I've received from my child, it's not a moment, it's a whole sort of experience. Whew. Um, I don't know if joy is the word that comes to mind for me, as much as how much I've learned and become a more whole person, an authentic person myself, as taught to me by my child. I came across this term recently, radical authenticity, and my child living their authentic self. And the other word comes to mind is unadulterated, not indoctrinated yet and tainted by the ways in which I was socialized as a child. It's been very rewarding, deeply meaningful for me to be challenged in such a way, become more authentic, more whole. And what motivated me was that I know that's what every child needs. They need to be seen, validated, heard, and loved. And why was this so difficult? And why did I have these challenges in doing that for my child when I learned that they were transgender? And I'm grateful that I had the wherewithal to do that work aside and not take that out or act that out with my child, and gave them largely, not perfectly, what they needed to be loved and validated, and to be pushed to grow in my own ways and work through a lot of my own issues, to be the best parent I can be. I think it's so important because we all need to be seen for who we are, and validated, especially as children. They're being formed. These are the formative years. It's critical. They need that like they need air and water. They need love, and they need to be seen for who they are. And that's what motivated me and drove me. And I believe that to my core, that that's what we all need, and we need it still as adults. But when we're forming as children, it's essential that they have that. And they don't have a problem. We have hangups, we have issues, we have barriers. And that's for us as adults who bring kids into the world to take responsibility of and work through ourselves, and not take it out on them and put that on them.
In their lives.
There is support out there for everybody, for kids who are gender expansive and aren't getting that support from home to find it. It is available. There are organizations like, I think of Gender Cool, and other agencies, organizations, therapists, and support groups where you can get the validation, recognition, and love, and that you need.